who let me on this stage. Security, get me off. Yeah, it's a song that I wrote about my childhood. I had a pretty crap childhood, to be honest. I didn't really have much of a childhood. I grew up really fast, and I didn't really have much of a choice. I didn't have much of a family, and I didn't have, anyone to really kind of take care of me. I remember as a kid, being like 6 years old, I would sit in my room and I would think about getting older, and it seemed impossible. It just seemed like I'd never make it past like 12 or 13. It just seemed impossible. And then once I got to 12 or 13, I'd been through so much already, and I'd been through so much pain, and I was just like, I don't want to be here anymore. I was just like, is it always gonna hurt this much? Is life always gonna be this painful? And I didn't want to exist anymore. It was tough, but then somewhere along my weird ass childhood, y'all came into the picture and just like completely changed everything for me, so thanks for caring. I think that when you're a kid who's kind of gone through a lot, you tend to attract other kids who've gone through a lot. And so I think that in the friend group, like, I was always the damaged friend, how there's like that one friend that you're like, oh yeah, Conan, like, he's kind of messed up, but like, we still love him anyways. I was that friend, and I think that a lot of us in this crowd are those friends. And yeah, it's a song kind of about a bunch of stories that happened, a bunch of things that happened to me and my friends that I could never really forget, I grew up in the middle of Texas, like a lot of y'all. Texas is a beautiful place, but a lot of stuff goes down, and these are just kind of a few stories that happened to me growing up in Texas that I just could never forget. Things that I think have happened to a lot of us, but things that you shouldn't forget, things that are a little too real to forget, and also things that I think will kind of stick with you as you pass, and stories that stuck with me as I got older too. So this is a song that I wrote called The Story. Let me tell you a story about a boy and a girl. It's kinda short, kinda boring, but the end is a whirl. They were just 16 when the people were mean, so they didn't love themselves. And now they're gone, headstones on the lawn. When I was younger, I knew a boy and a boy, best friends with each other, but always wished there were more. 'Cause they loved one another, but never discovered, 'cause they were too afraid of what they'd say. Moved to different states. That's the way the world works. It ain't funny, it ain't pretty, it ain't sweet. Oh, and I'm afraid that's just the way the world works. But I think that it could work for you and me. Just wait and see. It's not the end of the story. Now it's on to the sequel, about me and my friends.